Hi girls. Okay, so I'm going to move on to your base makeup. So primer. I want to talk to you about primers. If you're not using a primer, then you should be. Primers act as a barrier between like your natural oils and the makeup. So it's going to make it last a lot longer. So if you apply your makeup in the morning, you go to work, you're not going to have to touch up your makeup in between. So investing in a good primer, I think, is really important. And it just helps your skin prepare itself ready for you to apply the makeup to. So tiny bit of primer, you literally need not even like a pea size amount, okay? That probably is a little bit too much. So you've cleansed, you've toned, you've moisturised, you now go and put your primer on. So you want to concentrate and make sure you get all the way around your nose area. You can do your eyelids as well and just take it down onto your neck, because you are going to apply and bring your makeup down onto your neckline. We don't want any lines going around your chin area. So what you want to do once you've applied your makeup, or your primer, you want to leave that for a couple of minutes just to settle in before you go ahead and put your makeup on. So next step would be foundation. So there's lots of different foundations out there, lots of different foundations for different makeup, for different skin types. We've got quite a big range of different foundations. We've got cream foundations, we've got a liquid foundation, we've got powder foundations. They're all mineral based. There's no parabens in them. There's no nasty chemicals. Your skin will breathe through these products because they're mineral based. Now, we get different coverages as well. So if you like a light coverage, you would use a powder based product or one of our BB creams. A BB cream is almost like a tinted moisturiser. It's got a little bit more pigment in there. You would then move to like your medium coverage. We've got our cream foundations. We've got our liquid foundations. We've also got obviously concealers as well. So I use our liquid foundation. Again, it's mineral based, so it's perfect for my skin type. Because of the sensitivity, my skin will still breathe through my foundation. So with the liquid foundation, it's got a dropper. Okay, now with these products, you have to give them a really good shake with the liquid foundation because it will naturally settle. So you give it a good shake, empty the pipette, place it back in the product and shake it again, because any product that's gone up in the pipette will actually separate slightly as well. So you've got to give it a really good shake because it's got natural pigments in there. They will just overnight, once it's sitting on the dressing table, they will just drop. So you need to mix them all up again so you've got good coverage and a good mix of those foundations. So I tend to, because of my skin type, you don't need to, but I just put a little bit of concealer. This is our Skin Perfection concealer. I just put a tiny little bit on my hand. I then apply the liquid foundation, take it up, draw it up in the pipette, and then I apply it on my hand, okay? Now only go with a little. So brushes. For this foundation, you can use your hands if you want to, make sure your fingers are clean and freshly washed. But I like to use a brush. It gives you a better finish. There's different brushes that you can use which will give you a different coverage. So if you're wanting a heavy look, you're going to want to use quite a thick, heavy brush, okay? It will just lay down more product on the skin and it will leave more product on the skin. Now I like to use a brush just to work it in, and we call them like a stippling brush. So I use our blusher brush in Unique, okay, because it's just got that perfect sort of consistency of bristles that just acts like a stippling brush. So I work it into the product, mix those products together. Now you can always go back and get more, okay? Don't go and put loads on your hand because you're going to end up wasting product, okay? So literally, I'm going to get my mirror because I can't use it with the camera because it's mirror image and it confuses me. So you literally work it into the skin. Can you see already the difference? I'll get my camera a bit closer. It's a bit of a miserable day out there, so the lighting's not great. But already, just with that quick application, you can see my redness has completely gone on this side. So again, we work on the other side. So I'm going to go back and get more product because I need a little bit more. So again, the liquid foundation on the back of your hand, and then work it and mix it with the brush, and then go back in. You can go over your eye line, take it down onto your neck, so I can help you with colour matching. I'll ask you like a couple of questions just to get you to the right product for you, the right product for your skin type. And the right colour as well. Now you'll find that you might be a slightly different colour in the winter to what you are during the summer. So what I tend to do is match you as close as you are in the season that we're in. And then what I normally tend to do, I don't normally have to change my colour of my foundation very much during the summer, but I would then go in and use a bronzer just to give yourself a bit more colour. Just make sure you work all the way around your nose area. So I have to say, my little boy, we carved our pumpkins yesterday for Halloween. And now I know I live in the middle of nowhere, but we have got a street of houses. We did not have one single trick-or-treater, and he was a little bit upset, poor little man. So next year, I am coming to Hempnall with Levi, and we're going to go around with everyone else. He wasn't very well, I have to say. He was sent home from school, but never mind, he is okay. Take it down onto your neck. And I actually would recommend going over your ears just slightly, because it will just, you need that coverage just on your ears slightly as well. Okay, so that is your base. If, depending on your skin type, you may want to go in with a powder just to set it. Now, because my skin is a little bit dry, I tend not to use a lot of powder, to be honest, but I will just pop it in the powder, take the excess off, literally just T-zone, because that is really where I tend to get a little bit of oiliness. You want to just take a little bit of the shine off, and that will just help sort of even it out. So that's your base makeup. I'm going to come back in a minute and talk to you about eye makeup.